I call this meeting in the Perryton Independent School District to order. Let the record show that a quorum of board members are present. This meeting has been duly called. Notice this meeting has been posted in accordance with Texas Open Meeting Act, Texas Government Code Chapter 551. Would you all pray with me, please? Dear Heavenly Father, we're so very, very grateful for the many blessings you brought before us. We thank you for the opportunity to serve and ask that our service be in delight to you. Be with us as we make decisions tonight, that it be within the benefit of PISD and within your will for us. In thy heavenly name we pray. Amen. Sorry, y'all. Do we have anyone for open forum? Hey, if not, reports. Let's start off with the superintendent's report while I still get my stuff open.
I'll make my report fairly brief, except for a few recognitions. Just to let you guys know, we've started on the turf. I went over and looked at them, haul some rolled up pieces of turf off today. They had a wonderful little setup with a little skid steer that was just, and the guy, he was a master at gently picking up these little rolls, getting them off. I mean, you can tell they know their business. So we've got probably another 2 to 3 weeks of them getting that down and getting it ready before the field will be ready, but it's supposed to be ready before soccer season because they will be needing that field. But that's looking good. You guys, the construction is progressing. Last meeting we looked at right. They're still working on that hallway, still updating those classrooms. Should turn out about the same as you see on the far east side, the classrooms that have already been finished. Those kids are using those classrooms and they're really enjoying it. The high school is, you saw it in demolition at the moment, in the vocational hall, the V hall, as it's spoken of, is being torn out and getting ready to do an updating all through those classrooms. And then they'll start moving down the hall and around by the office and down what is, I think, C Hall. So that's where things stand on construction. I did a little video of the right construction. I'm going to try and get that posted very soon. I just keep forgetting to send it to Daisy. So as soon as I remember, I'll get it to her. It's on my phone and we can get that posted. Some congratulations to some students. Our PHS basketball team won the consolidated bracket at Woodward Tournament, showing some really good progress there. In one-act play, our junior high secured second place, and that included Lindley Castanon, Brenley Rodriguez, Braylon Kyle. They were all-star cast honors. Jalen Mercado, Eileen Arana, and Briley McLaren received honorable mention all cast recognition. Melina Nichols was outstanding cast crew, and there is a public performance tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. at the junior high. Some of our welding results, I'd like to read that to you because we've been talking about welding lately. From the Sweetwater competition, level 3, first place was Anthony Allison, and second place was Anthony Magallanes. Level 2, first place was Renee Navarrete, sixth place was Urim Arce, and eighth place was Leonel Gutierrez. And Liam Drum and Mauricio Lopez received their certifications. And at the Slayton Build-Off, second place was the senior team, Marshall Hill, Anthony Allison, Giovanni Bernal, and Hernan Estrada. Fifth place team was Francisco Estrada, Angel Flores, Luis Arredondo, and Alondra Castorena. Let's see, the PHS, the NHS at the high school collected and packed 45 Operation Christmas Shoebox projects. So they're actively involved in making people's lives better. And at the WOW Amarillo Art Competition, first place was Sadie Cummins, second place was Maisie McGoy, and top 10 was Abraham Sosa and Milagros Espino. Perryton High School band students who earned a spot in the all-region bands was Isaac Simmons for eighth chair concert band for clarinet, David Murillo, French horn, second chair symphonic band, Samuel Saucedo, bass clarinet, second chair symphonic band, Henry Waters, bass clarinet, fifth chair concert band, Isaac Antillon, trumpet, third chair concert band, and Edgar Villa, tuba, seventh chair concert band. I'm a former tuba player, so I want to congratulate Edgar. Junior high all-region band results. Rainey Zhang is flute, Andre Saldana, clarinet, Mady Marquez Vasquez, clarinet, Janeth Guzman, bass clarinet, Carlos Tafoya, trombone, and Orlando Becerril, euphonium. Those were our all-region band results. So congratulations to all of those students. We're gonna do those, I think, in January.
I don't want you to forget.
I'm holding on to those.
Okay.
That'll probably be all we do in January. Let's see. The only resignation that I have to inform you guys of is we received the resignation of Christina Gaspar since the last meeting. And so we've accepted her resignation, and we have a substitute principal out there. Richard North is handling the business out there until we can find a permanent solution or permanent placement. So, and that concludes my report, Mr. President. Back to you.
All right. Campus reports start right there where we left off with Ludy Martin.
And we probably don't have anybody.
And probably don't have one for that.
Richard's only been on the job 2 days.
Well, it's been 2 days.
Be better.
If I can figure out how to run my little machine here. Perryton High School, Ms. Little.
I don't have anything really to add. Thank you to those of you who came to help us judge our door decorating contest today. The students had a lot of fun with it. Mr. Foster came in first, Ms. Durango came in second, and Ms. Harris came in third. If you didn't get to come judge, you're welcome to stop by the school though to visit and see what they did. They put a lot of work into it. Pretty good job with it.
We just saw most of them.
We did, and I appreciate the invitation to be able to do that. We've got some creative folks in there.
We have to do. Thank you.
Ms. Wheeler.
Well, everything I was going to add, Mr. Brown just shared with you all.
Sorry, Ms. Wheeler.
No, you're fine.
Feel free to reiterate if you'd like.
Basketball is in full swing. I do want to say very proud of our teams that went to Shamrock last week. They swept all 3 games they won, so that was exciting. They're at Sunray tonight, so like I said, basketball is in full swing. We've had a pretty busy week. Very proud of our fine arts departments. Concerts last week, choir on Tuesday, band on Thursday, and then one act play on Saturday. So our fine arts people have been very busy, but doing a really, really great job. So we're very proud of the efforts our students have put out. Questions?
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Williams. Mr. Cates.
Cates was absent today.
Okay.
So
Oh, great, William.
it's all great at Williams.
Let's just go across the hallway to right.
We competed in UIL, 2nd and 3rd grade, had some great competition, and it was a great learning experience for our kids. They did wonderful. So I will add that to my report for next month. Didn't have all the results in. Things are going good. We're finishing up our first semester strong, and we've made lots of progress. It's great to see how much progress those little ones can make in just those few months. So it's always a great time of year to reflect back on the things that we've accomplished so far. Do y'all have any questions or for me?
Is AR part of their reading grade? Is it a separate thing? Is it graded?
It is not a graded part. It's just something that we just add to just try to get kids to read. Yes.
Love it's not part of the grading.
Good. Any other questions?
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Julie.
Do we have a report for Kendra? Here we
I'm
go.
Lacey Thomas. I am a counselor at the junior high, and then also I'm stepping in for Teresa tonight because I'm also the counselor at the kinder. I don't have anything to add to the report. I just wanted to give a shout out to our super troopers for the second 6 weeks. I wanted to read their names. So I've got Sophia Garay, Meredith Mendoza, Giovanni Oliveira, Laramie Polito Herrera, Felix Lopez, Aiden Hoover, Zaylee Estrada, Baker Dorman, and Danilio Patino. And then also give a shout out to Kara Davis. She was our Super Trooper teacher for the second 6 weeks. She's an excellent teacher and just strives to have a positive attitude every day. So she got that for the second 6 weeks. But that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Director's report. First on my list is technology.
Things are good. I have nothing to that. Any questions?
We are now, I'm sure. I just like to say it's a good day when we have got 5 gigabits coming into the district, and we are linked in our main campuses by fiber. It's already made a difference. So Ivan's been working very hard on that.
Thank you very much. Transportation. Dan. Good day, sir.
How are y'all?
Good.
Lovely.
Good. Nothing to add that I can think of. Any questions?
I didn't ask questions.
Do I?
I was texting when you came in, sorry.
Okay.
But I noticed, you mentioned the car again. Are there any leads on a car?
I've looked at prices on some, but no decision or anything like that. We've just kind of been searching basically new ones, just trying to see what's out there, mileage, miles per gallon, things like that, quality.
Have you narrowed it down?
The ones I've kind of been looking at are like your Honda Accords, Toyota Camrys, the ones that are known for the high mileage, less maintenance, those kind of cars. But that's as far as we've got.
Anything else? Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank y'all.
Maintenance, Mr. Kemp.
I'll be honest, I don't even remember what all the written was.
Oh, yeah. 7 or 8 pages worth of stuff in here.
Saw it all in person.
What did the roofing folks have to say when they looked at seams? Did they come back with any kind of a report or a plan?
The ones over at junior high, they think they've got them. I don't know if we get the next rain. Kinder, they're pretty sure they hit those. The ones at Williams, they're the same leaks we always had. That car just cracks. Just get to the point it's brittle, and most of it is on where they wrap up to those A-frame areas. Wrap that up. Seems like that's what we patch every time we patch. Constant. But as far as the others, I wait till the next rain and see. But
Now that we patched it, it's not going to rain.
Ever.
don't get me in trouble. Anything else?
Other questions?
No, sir.
Think so. Thanks, sir.
Yes, sir.
Back to cafeterias.
Only thing I have to add is they had an interesting day. They hit the gas line, and Alan called me, gave me about a 2-minute warning, but I think they hit the gas line, and it was at 11 o'clock. Oh, well, nothing. We had chicken in the oven, and it wasn't ready, and Jody called about 2 minutes after him, and I'm calling Dora and saying, you have no gas? And she goes, what? Anyway, so we ended up taking our van from here over to Dora, and she took 3 ladies, and they went off to go cook at high school. And we brought a microwave from here. We brought a microwave from somebody else's house and a microwave there. And we finished our nuggets that were in there. And Brittany came over and she called the girls and said, get over here. And they all came and helped, and the kids got fed.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations.
And the computer went off for about 3 minutes at the very beginning of that, and we were going, of course, it froze, and we're going, come on. So we were marking sheets, and then it came back on, and life went good, and everybody was fed, and it was great.
Great
So,
job. That sounds terrible.
But it was great. It happened.
But they did a great job. It was seamless on the other side. It was just in the kitchen, and so it was great. It was, thought it could be crazy, but it was, the kids all ate and they didn't even know. So,
Well, they all kind of came through and goes, who are you? Who are you? They're okay. Just put your hand. So, but it was good, and I was very thankful for everybody that pitched in, because it could have not been very good. And so they were great to come over and help, and I think they got to see a little bit of the rush, and they kind of enjoyed it. I said, yeah, it's fun when you're really not fixing it. But anyway, it was a good day, and it ended up good. So kudos to the manager for getting everything and getting them all. She came out with this large tray and these ladies, and I just went on in and she brought it back, and they were good to go. So.
Thank you for being innovative.
Yes, that we batch cook, so we never cook ahead to let it sit there. So that was why it was kind of like it wasn't done.
Right.
It wasn't fun to cook the next batch. So, but it all got done and they got fed, so it was good.
I would say this, I think this is right, Alan. One of the reasons the gas line was hit was when they checked with somebody who thought they knew where the gas line was. It ended up being 35 feet from where that gas line was supposed to be. So that's
Handy.
Yeah. Is that right? About 35 feet?
Somewhere in that.
Yeah.
Something close, 32.
Yeah.
It was actually the old feeder line that went to the building kitchen area.
Okay. Yeah.
Not been used for years, but it's never been a bad.
Okay.
We found it.
And we found
At
it.
11 o'clock.
Best way to find those things is start digging.
It's true. Hey, communications and safety. Ladies?
I don't have
Any?
no.
Law enforcement is doing something on Friday.
They're doing training at Frank Phillips. It's alert training, so like active shooter training.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're saying.
Ranger Roundup.
Hi.
Good day.
I'm Valerie. I'm the director of Little Troopers, and Desiree apologizes that she cannot be here tonight. We wanted to highlight we're having a open house on Friday. It's kind of a come and go. They'll come in with their kids. We have a room set up that has backdrops for family photos, and then they'll go to the cafeteria and have a cookie and some hot chocolate with their kids. Just a good way to kick off the Christmas break. And then we also wanted to add that our preschool teachers' participation in the Texas School Ready program, Ranger Roundup, has been invited to participate in the research project titled Supporting Teachers in Making Data-Driven Decisions About Small Group Composition through the 24-25 school year with the researchers at the Children's Learning Institute. And so the study will obtain information on how teachers' use of data-driven decision-making can be improved, and more specifically, how the small group tool in the CLI curriculum can be improved. This is a great opportunity for both the CLI research team as well as Ranger Roundup, as we are motivated to continue in our efforts to keep early childhood education and the importance of it in the spotlight. That's all we have to add. Are there any questions?
Is Little Troopers closed some for Christmas? I know Ranger Roundup.
We'll follow the same schedule that Ranger Roundup follows.
And that's like how many days? They're only getting a week.
We're closed the 24th, 25th, 26th, and then there's a training day. And if everybody's caught up on their hours, they get the day off. And if they're not, then they have to work.
Okay. And I knew a lot of people took for granted and did not realize that those two facilities did not get the same break for the school.
Yeah.
So I wanted to point that out, that y'all are still working now. Thank y'all for taking care of it.
Yeah, for a lot of time. So. Thank you.
Athletics sport, coach.
I don't have anything to add. Don't have any questions.
Should we get Canyon tomorrow night? We weren't paying attention, were we?
We didn't have anything.
Sorry.
Y'all got caught.
We got caught adjusting the schedule around a bit. Thank you. Curriculum instruction.
I don't have anything to add to my report. The professional development that we had last week with Region 16, the work with some of the pairs and behavior facilitator, that was received really well, and might look at breaking that this spring, or excuse me, this summer. So it was very positive. So any questions in my report?
I was just going to mention from our shop community meeting how much everyone in that room cares about our kids' physical health. The cafeteria ladies are in there, but so our counselors, our nurses, but the way they look at a problem and go, how can my campus help this? And at the end of it, Kendra talked about learning how to build self-confidence in kids at the elementary school to help with things that are going on at the high school. That so they are not intentionally, but doing their own kind of little curriculum alignment to try to build our kids up and give them the emotional and social skills that they need. It was just really nice to see how much everybody in that room is serious about the kids and do anything they can. So it was great. And also, so everybody needs to write the USDA and tell them that kids aren't given enough protein in their lunches, because kindergartners and seniors are given the same amount, which is 2 ounces, and that's what's allowed by the federal government. So the high school's only option to eat more is to buy a second one. So had a lot better price increase, but our kids playing sports, playing football, lifting weights, basketball, cross country, soccer, are given the same amount of food as my first grader that's 7 years old and weighs 50 pounds. So if you're listening to this, they get an extra fruit and grains, but they have that whole second thing. And there's that big push on protein. So if you're irritated this week of somewhere you want to direct it, there you go. Send them a letter. That I was shocked by that. So, thank you very much.
CFO's report. Ms. Moraz.
Nothing notable in the distributions, pretty routine. On page 57, you'll see that we're at about 75% of our CD interest. We're just investing it as fast as we're getting the appraisal district deposits. We still have about $23 million invested for the construction projects. Later this year, maybe September, October, we'll begin discussing the next sale of the bonds. But we're good for the rest of this year. As far as attendance is concerned, as of this afternoon, we're at about 1683 in redefined ADA. So I'll remind y'all we were budgeted at 1750, so we're about plus or minus 400,000 less than where we budgeted, which I thought was conservative, but next year we'll get a better markup. That's about it.
On the I know it's a property casualty payment. Did we ever talk about come around to doing kind of seeding fund or something for that deductible?
We don't have anything in our budget yet.
We'll just keep talking about it. Ray doesn't have
Yep.
it. Right. So there's no room in the budget this year. And every other school.
Sometimes you
Same
self-insure.
spot. Yeah. It'll not be great. Yeah. So I'm talking about self-insuring, not changing our policy. There's just.
It's a scary place to be.
It is a scary place right now. Okay.
Anything else? Ms. Hughley.
You can skip me sometimes, you know.
Actually, truth be told, you weren't on my list here, so
No, I did
there's
not.
a notes here says SSA report. So.
I did not turn in a written report this month. I have been spending a lot of time on the road. We're dealing with our TEA plan, I do want to commend our special ed teachers because their PLAF, yes, I speak in acronyms, which is present levels of academic achievement and functional performance, has improved dramatically. And I'm so excited because that's part of that plan. So we are working on that 3-part plan. We should have it completed and approved and over by the end of January. And then we'll be out of that for a while, which is exciting. The next cyclical monitoring for Perryton is in 5 years. So take a break. Yeah. Another thing that's going on right now in special ed is where all of our districts are reviewing their maintenance of effort to make sure that they've spent enough local and state funds to cover the federal funds they spent, because you have to spend a certain percentage. Luckily, you have a CFO who knows what she's doing, so I don't have to worry about Perryton's maintenance of effort, because she'll call me if there's a problem. But that's not the case in some of the other districts, so I've had to spend some time with that. It's okay. I gotta do my job. We're staying on top of our referrals, the child find, all of the procedures and all of the deadlines are being met. So we're in good shape. And we keep growing the numbers. I do have a lead on a speech path assistant who can provide services. She just can't be the speech path that does the major testing and paperwork and all that, but she can provide the face-to-face services, which would take our contract with Presence Learning way down, which would be nice. And I have a couple of leads on some therapists that might be willing to do some therapy for us and be employed by us, which would take out the contract fees. So I'm hoping that I can get a couple of those people to sign a contract. That's where we are. Any questions?
Thank you very much. Now, unless I didn't take enough credit. Yeah. Did I hit everything? We're good. Don't know me. Board will now convene in a closed meeting to discuss the following items posted on our agenda this evening as allowed by Texas Government Code. Personnel matters 551.074. Consultation with school attorney. And since he's here, I will ask, do I need to read the entire sentence or is posting enough?
I would say read the entire.
Why do you even ask? Why did I ask? Consultation with school attorney in closed session under Texas Government Code Section 551.071 to receive legal advice and status report. Read lawsuit style SJ as parent, conservator, and next friend of NJ versus Perryton Independent School District et al. Case number 2:24-CV-00168Z. If you're looking it up online. Pending in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Texas, Amarillo Division. We will take care of the superintendent evaluation as a second closed session when we get done with all of our business for the night. No voting will take place in the closed meeting. Any action the board wishes to take as a result of discussions in closed session will take place after the board reconvenes in the open meeting. It is now 6:59.